Hey Marie, where are we headed?
Delaware, Water Gap, Pocono Mountain, KOA.
What should we do now?
Roll the intro.
All right, we've made it to our spot. We are in site 48. It's a back end site. Got some trees. It's a stoned site, relatively level. I had to put one board under it on this side. You can see I'm close to the connection for the sewer. Got to set that up. Got water, got cable, got electric. And then I had to move the rig a little bit forward so my awning would not touch the tree. So that's why I moved it forward, but the truck is still not out on the road, so we're good there. You can see Phoebe's with me on the fun side here. The awning out because of the rain and the mat out because of Phoebe, my little table. So get the picnic table and the fire ring. We're ready. Getting a little breezy ahead of the rain. That was your table. We're inside the camper. I'm going to take a little walk with Phoebe because it stopped raining, but look at this. We got a tornado watch, a wind advisory, and a flood watch. So I'll show you what I had to do. So that storm, Hurricane Debbie, is coming up the East Coast now. So I put the mat away. I rolled in the awning because those wind advisories say, you know, gusting 30 to 50 and sustained 15 to 25. So I want to keep my awning, so I rolled that in and put the chairs away. And the mat would have drifted away, so got it all kind of set up for the storm. It's very warm and humid out, but it has stopped raining. It was raining through the night, but it stopped raining, so I'm going to walk Phoebe. So there is Miss Phoebe. I'm going to get her walk in while we can. Now Saturday's supposed to be beautiful. Now we came up Thursday and set up Thursday night because I didn't want to set up Friday in the rain, and check-in is at 2, and that's the middle of the deluge of water. So it looks like our plan has worked well. I did a review of this park before, and I'll put a link to that above my hat, but they've added some amenities since that review. Here's the first one. They have a jumping pad now. Because of the weather, they don't have it inflated and turned on, but they did put in a jumping pad. The playground equipment looks really nice. They got a bunch of that. I remember the swings were here. Of course, it is dog friendly, so there is a dog park and there's poop stations all over the place. Here you can see a basketball court. That's not regulation size, but it definitely is, you know, you get some good games going there. So they have a nice basketball court. It looks newly paved. Of course, there you see the folks playing volleyball before the rains come in, taking advantage while they can. And then this is new. They have pickleball courts. So of course pickleball all the rage. So I broke my hand playing pickleball in Florida. But here you can see two really nice pickleball courts. So they're constantly upgrading the campground, this KOA. So they do a nice job maintaining this property. We have a Gaga pit. See an Apex Nano over there. One of my favorite campers. The only thing that makes me nervous, you can see those Apex Nanos do have slides. I'm not sure about that. It's the only thing holding me back. I haven't gotten over my fear of slides yet. As far as my back is concerned, it is getting better. I no longer have to wear the brace. And I have an appointment coming up to see what kind of restrictions I'm going to have, permanent restrictions or not, on the kinds of things I can do. So that'll be coming up. That'll give you a good perspective on why we decided to come to the campground. If you look at this campground, that side is kind of up on a hill. And right across there, you can see Tim's Georgetown, and you can see my camper. And we're on a hill. And then if I pan this way, you can see there's a store up there, and then here is the lower section. And if we get a lot of rain, I imagine there could be a little bit of water standing in this area. So because we're up on the high side, which is my favorite part of this park, we decided to come on the trip, even though we're going to get some bad weather on Friday. Of course, the pool's right over there. See, the pool area looks really nice. Of course, I won't be going in that today. Maybe Saturday. I don't know. If I do, it would just be to get my feet wet, because I can't risk, slipping and falling in there. Here you see the Guinea crossing. Here they are. Tim is communing with nature.
That's a whole family. That's a whole family, Stevie. That's a whole family. I don't blame you, Stevie. That's a whole family. Get him, Mama. Get him.
I'm gonna have Phoebe's regular chair out. And she's sitting on Marie's chair, hanging out here. If we're camping with Tim, it's happy hour.
And me.
And there is the famous, the one and only Remy. So when you leave the campground, you make a left, and then you make the first left onto Hidden Lake Road. But this sign sometimes is tough to see. So that's the sign you're looking for. And you can drive all the way in there and put your kayaks in or fish. Maria, what are we doing?
We're fishing the Hidden Lake.
All right, Hidden Lake up in the Poconos. This is about maybe 1.5 miles down the road from the Delaware Water Gap Mount Pocono KOA. So this is what we're going to fish today. See how it goes. Pretty spot. Much better to fish here with a kayak, but haven't been cleared by the doctors with my back to put the kayaks in the water yet. So I'm fishing from the shoreline. Little snapping turtle in there, way after my worm. Little snapping. Got a Stefan Krupiak fire going here. It's going to be big enough to cook dinner on, that's for sure. Well, we'd like to give you our thoughts on the Delaware Water Gap Pocono Mountain KOA. So we had a little bit of a change of plans. We were going to go Friday to Sunday, but I took the camper up Thursday. Why'd we do that, Marie?
Well, there was the Hurricane Debbie on its way.
Yeah, and I didn't want to set up in torrential rains. So Tim and I took our rigs up there Thursday, and then Marie and Dawn drove up the following day. So we had the rigs all set up. So that really helped us out a lot. So we were at this campground before. This is our second time camping here. And we chose to be in the upper section of the campground. Why did we choose that section, Marie?
Oh, well, in this case especially, it wasn't in danger of flooding up at the top.
Yeah, so this campground's kind of built like on a hill and a valley, and the section that we chose was kind of up on the hill. So we know even if we had heavy rain, we wouldn't be flooded out in our site. So that's why we picked that site. And it's close to the amenities. And speaking of amenities, what did they add that was new?
Oh, they have pickleball courts now.
Yeah, so the pickleball courts are new. It looks like they updated the basketball court, and they have volleyball, and
they have a jump pad.
Yeah, they put in a jump pad. The kids love going on those jump pads. There was one up at Association Island in Henderson, New York, and Callan and Emmerich loved it. So it's nice to see those. A lot of the KOAs have them, and this is a KOA Holiday, so it does have more amenities than the typical KOA journey. What did you think about the guineas?
Oh, they have free-range guinea hens that will come and visit at times, and they're very protective and friendly.
Yeah, and that was the first. Yeah, it was the first time Phoebe saw guineas, and she thought they were a plaything and really wanted to go up to them, but we held her back so the guineas wouldn't get scared. But they just roam around the campground, and they go right through your campsite. They're not afraid to see if there's anything on the ground. And the reason we went up to the KOA in Mount Pocono, well, two reasons. One, Hidden Lake.
We went fishing at Hidden Lake. We didn't catch anything, but it's a beautiful scenery there.
Yeah.
So we enjoyed the morning.
There was a turtle that bit my bait. But it is a pretty lake, and we had gone kayaking there before, and a eagle had flew right over our heads when we were there the last time. Now, with my back injury, I'm still not able to kayak yet, but we do really like that lake, and there were people out on kayaks, and they were catching fish out there, so I would have liked to fish from the boats, but didn't get a chance to this time. And Tim and Dawn's family had a family reunion.
Right.
So they belong to this, one of their family members belongs to this hunting camp that has this great lodge on a lake, and they invited us for dinner on a Friday night. So we went up there, and at the dinner, we're looking out the window. What'd we see?
Oh, a bear and some cubs.
Yeah, bear and two cubs was right there in the yard. It's almost like they scheduled them to visit for us. And we did see a couple of buck and a few doe on the drive up there. So it was a really pleasant time. And of course that KOA is a really nice, we like going there.
It was a nice camping weekend.
Yeah. Hey, if you enjoyed this video, consider subscribing to the channel. It's free, it helps me out a lot. Also ring that bell, you'll be notified every time I put up a new video, and give the video a thumbs up. That helps it be seen by a wider audience. But more important than all that,
go have some fun out there.